Oh my god, I'm filming? Oh shit. Hello. Now that I know I'm actually filming. You know, you'd think you'd have like certain things down, you know, after doing YouTube for so many years, but sometimes things just happen. But, well, happy Sunday if you happen to be viewing this on a Sunday. Today's not even Sunday. It's just not. It's not Sunday, but that's when I upload. So what am I doing? Hi guys. Unless you have like mounts in your vehicle or anything, sometimes it's a little hard to, you know, safely film in your vehicle. But yeah, happy Sunday. If you're viewing this on a Sunday, welcome back. Today's not a Sunday. It's a Friday, so, but happy Sunday. I got a camping trip coming up this week. It's sometime during the week, so that won't be out until like the following Sunday, but I didn't upload last Sunday, so I didn't want to leave anything, you know, not uploaded for this Sunday today. Anyways, I packed the backpack, and yeah, we're just going to see where we end up. We're going to kind of, I don't know. I do not have any plans. Yeah, I don't even know what's happening. It's about the middle of the day on Friday. We'll see what happens. I figured today we would just go out, you know, maybe take a hike or something, just kind of get the body moving, you know, like I feel like I've just been like living the life of a potato, you know. I mean, I do get out, but I don't seem to get out as much as I'd like, and you know, put on a couple extra pounds, you know, try and get rid of that. You think like, you know, people who do like outdoor stuff or outdoor, you know, hiking and camping and everything would be at their most fit, but that's not the case. Sometimes your only outing is when you're going out to do these type of things. So I don't know, but I didn't even pack a water. Like, I got my backpack back there somewhere back there, but you know, I've been doing this forever. You know, who doesn't pack a water? That's like your most basic shit. Didn't even pack a water, so I gotta stop at the store, get a water, and I don't know. I don't know what we're doing today, but we're just out doing it. I'm filming it, and we'll just see what happens today. So let's see what we can get into. Thanks for coming. I saw a new flavor of a dehydrated meal I want to try too, so I do have that with me. Let's see if we try it out. Like kind of a gray day. It's almost 80 degrees and it's like a little humid today. My allergies should be kicking in soon. It's like yellow powder flying all throughout the sky. Allergy season. God, I feel like I've been following this car or this truck, whatever. Roofsmash.com. Carpe diem, it says on the back. That means seize the day. But yeah. I'm not following you, guy, I swear to God. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going. Like, I think right now I'm in the Carver area, so that's where I am right now. If you're from Massachusetts, you probably know where that is, but I'm out in Carver. Gonna stop at the store and get some water. I can't even believe I forgot to bring a bottle of water. Like, that's just rookie. I think I was just excited to get out, grab my backpack, rinsed all the yellow pollen off the truck, and here we are. But yeah, get back to the allergies. I haven't had allergies like really bad since like I was a little kid. Like to the point where I used to have to get shots, you know? And this year, it's just been brutal. I've been like just a faucet. My nose, my eyes haven't been watery, but they have been itchy. They're fine now, and so far so good. I haven't started up with the sneezing or anything, but I think your body changes like so many years. I want to say like maybe every 7 years. I'm not sure. So if you didn't have allergies before, you might now, or if you have them, maybe you don't have them this year, and you're like, oh, cool. But I don't know. I don't really like taking any antihistamines or any kind of medications either. So I'm just suffering through it. Like a lot of people have been like, oh, just pop a Benadryl or just pop one of these and blah, blah, blah. You'll be fine. Yeah, I know, I know, but I'm just, I don't know. I'm just probably just bitching about it, sorry, but yeah, I don't really like to take like all the meds and all the stuff, so I don't really take anything. If I take anything for anything, then you know it's got to be pretty bad. But anyway, so well, let's see where we end up. All right, that goes to 44 Taunton. That one goes to Middleborough. We'll just head this way and see where we go. All right, that truck's finally going that way. And it's probably like, wow, I've been following this person forever. All right, I'm gonna get around this truck. Sorry if this is like a little shaky. I can't really tell. You're on a mount kind of like underneath my rearview mirror, so like I see a little bit of shaking, but I don't know if it's going to really shake like in the actual video, so we'll find out together. It could be like this. Yeah, I know. Alright. Probably shouldn't do this, but yeah, I'm putting it around me because it's like slicing into my neck. Gotta figure that out. These are like short people problems, alright? So anyways, a couple of things I wanted to mention because I kind of went back on something I said. And I mean, I said it, I know. I made a video and I was like, yeah, I'm all done with gear reviews and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff, and, you know, don't focus on the stuff. And I mean, I basically meant what I said in that video that day, but I don't know what was happening. You know, we all have those moments where we say, I am never going to do that. Next week's video, you see the person doing that thing that they said they weren't going to do. It happens. I know I said I wasn't going to do any type of gear reviews or, you know, have any kind of dedicated gear reviews, and I did one. You know what I mean? I did one on the sleeping bag that Atipa gave me in the chair. You know, but I did use it. I used it on a camp on that previous week before I did the review video. So, and I mean, I'm like, okay, whatever. Some people like gear reviews, some people don't. I get it. You know, I like watching certain things, and other things I see, and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it. But as a person in the outdoor space or an outdoor type person channel, I mean, I'm gonna accept the deals, all right? And I'm gonna tell you now, I don't take payment, okay? So, because some people have questioned me, oh, how do you get discount codes if you're not getting paid? Because I ask for them, okay? Sometimes a company will contact me and they'll be like, hey, do you want to do this? Join our affiliate program, you know, meaning I get so many sales on an item if one of you people want to buy something. You know, I'll make it a small percentage. I don't take advantage of those, okay? Because I don't care, all right? I don't care if you buy anything that I'm showing you. My thing is just to show you what's out there, and it's your, you know, thing to be, you know, whether you're interested or not. You know, people showing gear, a lot of times, you know, yeah, I mean, people want you to buy the product that they're showing you. People get kickbacks, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't. I happen not to take part in that because I just don't care. But as an outdoor channel, I am going to show you some of the gear for the outdoor space. I want to help people, okay? So if there's someone out there that might see something on my channel that would be like, hey, I didn't know so-and-so made one of those things, you know, maybe that's something I could use, or maybe I don't want to use that particular thing that she's showing, but now I can look it up and see what other companies make this thing, you know. So that's what it is. You know, a couple of people have mentioned, you know, that they have purchased things I've shown and they've loved it, so that's great. You know, my job's done. Okay. But I do giveaways as well, and one way to acquire gear to give to you guys is to accept these deals. So I am going to show gear once in a while, and I think, oh, that was a big old pothole. Welcome to Massachusetts. But in order to, you know, do my giveaways and give back, you know, to you guys and give you gear and, you know, contests and all that kind of stuff, I got to accept the stuff, you know, use it once, accept it, show it to you, you know, in some sort of a video, and then I have all this gear that when I want to do a gear review, I mean, or a gear gear giveaway. I can be like, hey, you know, this week, guys, make sure you check it out. I'm going to be giving away this tent, this sleeping pad, this, you know, this air pump or whatever it is. So, and the reason why I'm mentioning this, because I laughed my ass off. I really did. I out loud was laughing. The last video, someone commented, oh, that's just too bad. You're a sellout. I don't like watching gear reviews and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, then don't watch. Do you feel the need that you got to get on there and be like, you're a sellout. I don't like this. I'm here for the entertainment of, you know, outdoors and camping, and I don't want to. Do you really? Okay, you don't want to watch gear review? Then don't fucking watch it. You know, pardon my language. Do you need to feel? Do you have to feel to tell the creator, what are you doing? I don't like this. Okay, well, anyways, I went off there for a little bit. But yeah, so this sellout right here, if I'm going to end up showing you any kind of gear, I'm going to do it during the middle of the week and not take up a day that I like to present like an outdoor adventure, which would be on a Sunday. So Sundays I'm going to dedicate to just, you know, doing the outdoor thing, whether we're camping, whether we're hiking, whether we're taking a walk, whether, you know, we're eating mushrooms or drinking pine needle tea, you know, whatever it is. All right, so if Sunday's going to be the day for new uploads, that'll be an adventure. Going forward, after today, if I do any kind of reviews or, you know, show any products on anything, if I have a product to show you, what's up with this traffic? Then I'll be doing it on a Wednesday and not a Sunday. Feel free to check my community posts on YouTube. I actually post, you know, I post there and I'll give you a heads up of either what's coming up or what's, you know, happening or what to expect next and all that kind of thing. So that was a lot of talking. I could have got that across in like 5 seconds. I feel like I'm talking to somebody like a buddy in my car, you know. How's it been? Has it been shaky? Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm going this way. I think I'm in Middleborough. I have the option to jump on 495 right now, but I don't think I'm going to do that. What is going on? I'm like slowing down to like nothing. Yeah, so that's the view that I'm dealing with right now. I don't understand. The speed limit's like 50 miles an hour right here. And we're doing like 30. Oh, big truck over there. Whatever. Bring you back in a few. So it's just a walk around the Freetown Forest. Look at that tree sap just like pouring out of that tree. I'm in the Freetown Forest. So if you lost your black sparkly face mask, it is here in the Freetown Forest on the Long Trail. That was friggin' nasty. So it's the next day. Yesterday we went to the Freetown Forest. We saw a lot of bugs. I just basically walked around. I did a night hike. I didn't actually get out of the Freetown Forest till almost 9:30 at night, and I'm gonna have to just bring you along on one of these hikes that I like to do, and I'll just go. I know certain areas like the back of my hand, so if you're going to be doing any kind of night hiking, make sure you have protection, you have lighting and all that kind of, and know the area, like know where you're going. You're not going to just go in the middle of the night or in the night and be like, hey, found this trail, I think I'll just go check it out right now. I mean, obviously that's dumb, but I had a great time. So we're back today. Next week we'll have a camping adventure. Sorry for whatever this is, this long drawn out, day after day of trying this Peak Refuel meal has gone on forever. I am at a campground that in like a fairly local area that I like to come to and walk around. It looks like it might rain. It's getting pretty windy. So we'll just see what we can do. I do have a favorite spot that I like to go to, so I might go and check it out up there. And yeah, so let me get my backpack on, try it again for the second day in a row. Let's see what this meal tastes like. Dehydrated meals, either you love them or you don't. I don't mind every once in a while. I like to bring them, and I don't have a problem with them, so I don't mind taking them once in a while. Yeah, they're pricey, but so is everything else in life, So, all right, let's get out of the car, get up to our spot. See you in a few. Now I happen to be out here in the woods. The winds are starting to pick up. It's looking like really gray. I don't know, how sometimes you're just feeling it and you're not feeling it. I wanted to try this meal, and I'll show you what it is in a minute, but I don't know if I'm going to do it here or if I'm going to go up to my spot or if I'm going to find somewhere else. I don't know, Sorry you have to come along in this crazy, I don't know what the hell I'm doing journey, but I don't know. This is real. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there. I'll just bring you back when I figure out what's going on. I don't know if you can hear those winds, but those winds are picking up. It's definitely going to rain. And it's windy as hell. It was just like a beautiful day like 5 minutes ago, and now it's questionable. So I'm going to find somewhere else to boil this water, and maybe I'll do it in my car somewhere. I don't know. So let's get this done somewhere. All right, well, I guess I'm going to do that here in the parking lot. We're doing this in the back of the truck. I'm going to break out the fire maple stove, boil up some water, put in the water for the chicken coconut curry. We'll cook this up in the back of the truck, and then we'll give it a try. I'm always looking to try these things, and this one just really looked good. And I happen to like Peak Refuel Mountain House, and so we're gonna give this a go. I had a table, everything. We were gonna do this all nice out in the woods, but that is not what's happening. Get some water, fork. Hope you all having a good day. This video is a little all over the place. I apologize. The weather's a little unstable. That's all right. I'm looking forward to camping this week, so that'll be next week's video. This is the Fire Maple Green Peak stove and petrol pot. And I still have a discount code too. If you're interested in anything that Fire Maple sells, anything, no matter what it is, You can go on to Fire Maple and just use code Marlo 10, you know, and save 10% off. I think that's what it is, 10% off of whatever, you know. Let's see, is that working? Yep. I normally would not recommend cooking anything in your car, but we got the back open, we're well ventilated, and yeah, so that's what we're doing. All right, so while that water is boiling, let's see what the ingredients are in this right here. Shallots, coriander root. Well, the ingredient list looks pretty good. Right here, if you want to read it yourself. And that's the back. Take out the little oxygen absorber. And like I always say, I don't measure or anything like that. I just know, put enough water in there to cover that. That's what that looks like. Let's smell it. Smells all right, actually. Yeah, smell. Let's get some water in here. See that? Just kind of stirring that all up. I'll bring you back when we're going to try this. Whoa, this is hot. Let me just stir this up. Can't believe we're going to finally get through this. Talk to you in a few. It really looks like it's going to rain. It got so dark. I don't know if you can see, like the trees are like blowing in the wind everywhere. And I didn't bring my tarp. It would have been fun to sit out in the rain, and I will be doing that at some point soon. But I should have brought my tarp. I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be nice out, but as you can see, I'm like in the parking lot of this camp area that I like to come to. And we're just waiting on this to rehydrate. So I can't wait to check that out. Chicken coconut with curry. Now, I know a lot of people think dehydrated meals are just too expensive. They're a waste of time. Yeah and no. I guess it just depends on what you're into. I mean, you know, you're doing some long distance backpacking and through hikes and stuff, then this is probably a good option. So you can space out your meals pretty good. If you're just going on a day hike, you know, maybe it might not be necessary, but it's kind of fun. You know, it's kind of fun to see what's out there, try new things. And I mean, I don't really think it's too much more expensive than, say, if you took yourself out to lunch. I mean, how much is it to go to lunch nowadays just for yourself? 10, 12 bucks, you know, maybe 15 bucks or something like that. So it's about the same price, you know. There's a time and a place. Take whatever you want. You know, if you want to eat it out on the trail, then bring it. You know, you want to make something homemade, then make something homemade. You want to try something new and bring a dehydrated meal, then go ahead. You know, there's no rules. There's no right or wrong way. You know, it all boils down to whatever you feel like carrying, whatever you feel like making, whatever you feel like doing out in the woods. You know, I guess the important thing and what we all say is, because this is what it's all about, just getting out, getting your butt up off the couch, you know, out of your house, and get out and live life, you know, try new things. So anyway, Peak Refuel chicken coconut curry. We'll try that in a few moments. Bring you back in a few. Maybe we'll be in a different location, who knows. Hello. So yeah, we left the camp area, and we are now, maybe you could tell, we're in a cemetery. And I'll show you the cemetery. I'm sitting right by the water. I don't know if you can see that out that side right there. And it is dark. It was just sprinkling out a little bit, so I don't know. it was raining, so I'm glad I kind of made the call not to be out walking around in the woods. I didn't have a tarp with me, so I'm gonna stir this up. It's been about maybe 15 minutes. Actually, how long does it say? I think it's about 10 minutes, actually. All right, let's give this a stir. Wow, that smells amazing. But we're gonna let it sit just a little bit longer. I always let these things sit like probably like 5 to 10 minutes or even 15 minutes longer than what they say. It doesn't hurt, you know. I mean, if you're in an environment where it's not going to take away from the heat of it, you know, then it should be fine. All right, I gotta try it. I just gotta try it. It smells so good. The chicken needs just a little bit longer, but I can tell you now, I'm gonna like this one. I am gonna like this one. Wow, this is really good. Have any of you tried this? The chicken coconut curry? There's like a sweetness in it. And that's probably from the coconut, I'm guessing. But, all right, I'll bring you right back. Sorry about this weird angle. Anyways, you're in my truck with me. It's almost like you're riding shotgun. But, all right, let's try this. I did take that little sneak. Wow, that wind. Huh. All right, let's try this. Where's my fork? All right, so let's try it out. I think I did the perfect consistency. It's not runny or anything like that. Looks pretty solid, but still hydrated. Let's see if I can get, there's one piece that's got a carrot on there. Piece of chicken. It's got some curry. This is what it looks like. Still steaming. It doesn't really, I don't know if you can see it all that well, but that's okay. It's rice, it's chicken, it's curry. That's what it looks like. This one's a good one. I gotta look and see what other kind of flavors, because, you know, sometimes you'll go and you'll check out these brands and what they have hanging for options for you isn't all that they sell. So, you know, my favorite is the chicken fettuccine Alfredo. It just tastes like restaurant quality food. It just tastes like a real Italian dinner. All right, let's take another bite. There's some big chunks of carrot right there and some chicken. I mean, this wasn't cheap. This was like 12 bucks, okay? But it's heavy. It's really heavy. The sodium isn't too bad. I mean, if you're going to eat half the bag, it has like 460 milligrams of sodium. And the reason why these things are high in sodium is because you have to replenish your electrolytes. You know, these things were designed for, you know, high intensity working out, you know, hiking, backpacking, you're sweating, you're losing your electrolytes. So that's why there's like you know, sodium technically is not bad for you. You know, you need everything, you know, just basically in moderation. So that's why that these things have a lot of sodium. I mean, this I probably really shouldn't be eating. I'm not doing any kind of physical activity really, so. I like this one. This one's right up there with the chicken fettuccine Alfredo. This is good. This just tastes like a real well-rounded meal with like different flavors, you know? carrots and rice and chicken, coconut flavors, curry. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. It's pretty damn good. Do you guys eat dehydrated meals? Have you ever tried any? Some people haven't, so that's the reason why I'm asking. And if you have, what's a good brand that you can recommend? I mean, the only two brands that I really fluctuate between back and forth is the Mountain House and the Peak Refuel. Mountain House I seem to think is a little more bargain friendly. It's a little bit cheaper than this brand right here. And Alpine, I've tried Alpine, and they're all right. They're another like pricey kind of a brand, but they're really good. You know, I've been thinking about, you know, getting into dehydrating my own meals, but I think in my head, I think, yeah, I'm gonna do that and everything, but I don't know if I really will stick with it. You know, and I don't want to buy a food dehydrator just so I can dehydrate a couple of meals and be like, yay, that was great. You know, I don't want to waste money. So, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Would you be interested in joining me on a night hike? Is that something you'd want to come along on? I mean, it's not like anybody's seeing a whole hell of a lot, but to go through the experience of going on the hike, it's about 3.5 miles. It's just under 4 miles. So if you want to go with me, that'll be great. I'll put that together sometime this week or next week, and we'll do that. I'll film that. We'll do that. I got a camp this week, so that'll be next Sunday's upload. And a couple of channels that I watch that maybe you haven't heard of that I watch. And I don't know any of these people. These are just channels that I watch like regularly. Like I seek them out and I always look for an upload from them. And these are just in no particular order. I love each of these channels. These are just a couple of Rambling On. Have you ever heard of that channel, Rambling On? I think the guy's name is Jason. That might be wrong, so pardon if that's not right. And he's out of Ireland. And it's a channel called Rambling On. Rambling On. The guy just seems down to earth, really nice. You know, you could just, you know, you can just tell he's a good individual. But I love his camping, so he's got a great channel. The Nomadic Introvert, I love her. I think her name is Nomi. I love watching her adventures. She's just all over the place, so I kind of like live through her on all these crazy places that she goes. So that's the beauty of it. You know, there's people I watch that I love. You know, they're going to these places and doing these epic things, and I know I'll never get a chance to do it. So I like watching her. I like watching. I watch van life people too. You know, I watch anything to do with the outdoors. I love watching. I like. I think it's Mad Mark's van life. He's out of the UK. He's a friggin' nut. All right. But I mean that in the most positive way. I like his philosophy on life. I love how he starts out his videos. He's always like, hello, darlings, you know, and then just goes into whatever he wants to talk about. I like watching him. He's really great. I like watching Brendan Explores. I think they just had a kid, and he just converted an ambulance into a camper. And his other camper, I think, that he gave to his father. So I feel like I know these people because I watch them all the time. Grizzly Gaz, I love watching Grizzly Gaz. I just wish he would upload more, but you know, you never know what people are going through. If I can think of any more channels, then I'll let you know about them. I mean, off the top of my head, oh, Good Bloke Outdoors. I love that channel. That guy, he does some crazy hikes. Like, I'm not talking like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 day hikes all across England, the UK. And I just love his channel. He's Hayes Outdoors. He's another one I like watching as far as like hiking and all that. All right, all right, I'm gonna get through this because I'm just like chatting right now. I'm gonna eat this and I'll just bring you back, guys. Sorry about that. I'm like, I can just go on and on and on. I feel like you're just next to me and I'm like, do. All right, bring you back in a few. Well, that meal was absolutely incredible, and I appreciate you coming along with me. Hold on a second. I'm just like trying to set this tripod up. It's not really working. Whoa! All right, it's not really working. What is going on? But yeah, anyways, that was so good. Next week we do have a camping adventure. I do appreciate you coming along with me on whatever this week's video was. A little bit of a rant, a little bit of hiking, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Anyways, I appreciate you coming along. Thank you if you've made it this far. I'm going to leave you with clips of things I've just been doing, basically been doing during the week that, you know, you normally don't get to see. Like, I hung out in the cemetery, and it just happens to be right near an airport in New Bedford, so the plane flies right over you, so I just kick back and chill. I chill out, blaze a little something something, and just watch the planes just go overhead, back and forth, so it's pretty cool, so I do that. Another little bit of hiking where I found some crazy things in the woods. Let's see, correctional facility that still has the power left on. I'm gonna just leave that at the end. So guys, I appreciate you coming along. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. And I guess that's about it. I will see you next week. Next week we go camping, and guys, I hope you have an amazing week. If you're viewing this on a Sunday, have a great week. Let me know what your favorite dehydrated meal is, if you even eat them, down below. And yeah, I guess that's about it. It's very, very chatty in this video. I'll see you next week, guys. Enjoy the clips. Bye. Wow. Wow. What the?